And hello there, and hello everybody. I'm Richard Gon of Work to Live podcast version. So I'm thinking of creating a short episode this time. So the title is so which is why I'm not going to digress maybe. So this time I'm going to talk about it. Anyway, so before actually telling you things about this episode, so maybe the fastest track for explaining the outline of this episode is to tell you the title. Anyway, I have I'm growing up as a podcaster. So which is why I'm not a podcaster to start with. I'm an adult content creator. And adult content creation is my side hustle for me. But actually, anyway, so I'm an adult content creator or adult content creator in as my own sideways or side hustles. So this time, what I'd like to talk about is, or the title of this episode is, you can live in Nunavut in Canada if you become successful YouTubers and bloggers. So anyway, so before digressing, so I'm going to tell you the conclusion. The conclusion is, with access to the internet, you can make money literally everywhere. So I don't think it's necessary to explain things about this. But actually, if you become successful YouTubers and bloggers, so literally speaking, you can live everywhere. But one of so of course for example, if you immigrate into something, anyway you need to make money there, and you need to get some food and water supply and electricity for keeping your own life standards or your own lives. So anyway, basic infrastructures are necessary for surviving or for living on. But actually, so if you become successful YouTubers and bloggers, which means, for example, if you can get some income sources from online services like YouTubes and blogs you create. Anyway, if you become blogger, you have to maintain your own blogs. So, but if you can successfully do such things, so you can live in everywhere. So why I post Nunavut or Nunavut in Canada as an example is, so I checked out each I checked out the population of each province, or I checked out each population of each province in Canada, and according to the online source of information, or according to the source of online information I I investigated. So Nunavut has the lowest population, not lowest population, or the smallest population. Nunavut had the smallest population among other the provinces in Canada. So which is why I used this one. So where is Nunavut? If your question is where is Nunavut, or where is Nunavut? So Nunavut is northern province of Canada, or northern territory, or northeastern territory of Canada. So there maybe if I maybe I should explain that is a territory having so many islands, or peninsulas in the northern part of Canada. Maybe that province is close to Greenland, or North Pole. Anyway, so that province, Nunavut is such a province. So, but actually, I think nobody wants to live in such a countryside, or such a rural province or rural area. But actually, I'm sorry if you are citizens, or if you are the local people, or if you are a local person in Nunavut. But actually, so I haven't checked out this, but actually, thinking about the cost of livings, for example, you should calculate cost of livings if you are really thinking of immigrating into Nunavut. So if you compare cost of livings among provinces in Canada, for example, so maybe rural areas have lower cost of livings. So thinking about such a factor, and this is true, or this is a case to my country, which means so rural prefectures have lower cost of livings, or and lower prices of lands, or lower prices of real estates, which I think is a better explanation for you. Anyway, so thinking about that, and thinking about the high prices of real estate in for example Vancouver. I used Canada as an example of this explanation, but actually thinking about enlarging your disposable incomes. So it's good. It's better for you. It's better for you to live in rural areas. Literally speaking. Of course, So some conveniences you can get by living in urbanized areas can be lost. But actually, if you do not care of such conveniences, and if you are a type of people who can live on everywhere, and if you do not hate living in rural areas or countrysides, I recommend it. So I think it can be a good idea to live in such rural provinces, or the provinces or countrysides in 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 some countries like Canada and Australia. And this time I used Canada as an example, or this time I used Nunavut as an example of explaining such a thing. So I'm going to end this episode anyway. So but actually, if you are really thinking of immigrating into some place different from where you live in, so I recommend you checking the cost of livings you are thinking of immigrating into. So that if you pick up some countries as the candidates to immigrate into, so you should check out. I recommend you checking out the cost of livings of those candidates, and how can how those places you are thinking of immigrating your life, immigrating into are like. Such things are necessary for. I think such investigations are necessary before actual immigrations. So this time what I was talking about is, as I said in the title and the conclusion. The title is, you can live in Nunavut in Canada if you become successful YouTubers and bloggers. And the conclusion is, with access to the internet, you can make money literally everywhere. So that's it. Thank you very much for your listening. See you.